Typically, runners who experience shin splints have overused the stabilizing muscles of the ankle as well as the dorsiflexion of the foot. The space between the tibia and the fibula has a sheath wrapped around it called the periosteum. This sheath oftentimes is rubbed raw, creating inflammation and tension on the shin bone. The muscles lining the anterior portion of the shin is the tibialis anterior, extensor digitorum longus, and extensor hallucis longus. Sitting on a chair in a figure 4 position, locate the edge of the tibia near the thick muscle tissue. To find the tissue we're working on, push the fingers to the edge of the tibia and drop directly into the muscle tissue. Then squeeze into the bone. Move up and down the shin vigorously. After 30 to 40 seconds working in that position, we will work the opposite side of the tibia with the thumbs. Press the fingers into the soft tissue on the opposite side of the shin. Drag the thumbs up and down vigorously for 30 to 40 seconds. Ensure you work all the way from the top to the bottom of the shin. If your fingers have a hard time tolerating the pressure, you can utilize a lacrosse ball. Holding the lacrosse ball cupped in your hand, press into the muscle tissue directly beside the tibia, working your way all the way from the top of the tibia down towards the ankle. Remember to use strong pressure directly near the bone. Continue the same kind of work on the inside portion of the tibia. Here, you can use pressure from your palm pressing into the muscle tissue, while your other hand cups the ball, allowing you to create the up and down motion. Another way to work the anterior tibialis is by sitting sideways on a foam roller and leaning forward, putting pressure down into the foam roller. Obviously, this takes some balance and coordination in order to keep the pressure on the foam roller. In this position, flex the foot and relax, making sure you squeeze the anterior tibialis. Once complete with the foam roller, in the same position, utilize the lacrosse ball, creating a more pinpointed pressure on the muscle. Work your way up and down the muscle tissue right beside the shin.
Good morning, we are ready to go. Today is our upper body day. For upper body, we've got 8 exercises that are gonna run about 45 seconds. You get a 15-second break in between each one, and that would conclude one round. We're doing 4 total rounds. So I hope you're ready for that. We will have, we'll show you kind of some of the tools that you might need at home. If you don't have workout equipment, that's fine. We also show you how to do these workouts without any specialized equipment, so you can just get to work. We will start today though with our iDedicates. Again, up top here, we'll leave those in place throughout the duration of the workout, so you can rededicate those individuals about every time we restart a round. Would be fantastic. So we're going to be praying for Lori's mom doing dialysis 3 times a week, Ethan in his stage 4 liver and bile duct cancer, my friend's wife who's diagnosed with breast cancer. Also, Kira with the completion of her surgery and radiation. Just continue to pray strength over her. She has had she has returned to work half days, so we're excited for her to be able to get back to work. Then we are going to also pray for her dad, Jim, who is in a steady decline of pancreatic cancer as well. And then my client, Diane, with the passing of her husband. I actually got to see her yesterday. I told her she had options. She could either talk or she could listen to me talk. She said, "You go ahead and talk." I figured that's probably okay. I can make that happen, just to give her a little sense of normalcy in her day, I'm sure. And then we're praying for Mark, Marcia's brother here, with the passing of those kidney stones.
He says he's feeling human again.
Okay, he's back to feeling human, so that's always good news. Now, our verse of the day: a man of quick temper acts foolishly, and a man of evil devices is hated.
That kind of puts us in our place.
Puts us in our place. That's Proverbs 14:17. Some of you might find this hard to believe who have known me for a while, but I actually used to be a man of quick temper. I know I had put a few holes in walls and broken cell phones, and I began to realize, wow, it cost me a lot of money to get angry. Broken golf clubs on multiple occasions. So it was foolish, and that's what I did. I acted foolishly, and it took meeting an awesome woman who really changed my perspective on that, and it's a whole lot easier and cheaper to not act out of a quick temper. A lot cheaper. All right, let's go ahead and jump into our workout. So here are some of the tools that you'll need for this workout. If you're following basic, just need a couple towels or washcloths, or you could be using long resistance bands. Now remember, as we go, we'll jump into our warm-up now, start with those small circles. But as we go through the workout, you can hop between any one of these techniques, right? So whether it's the basic, the intermediate, or the advanced, you can just choose each time what you want to do, right? So you could do basic for one, you could do intermediate for another, or you could do the expert, right? And intermingle them, right? It doesn't have to be just the basic the whole time. Okay, so choose what's going to work for you. Some exercises you might feel really comfortable with, like, oh, I could do something a little more difficult. Other exercises might be a little harder, and you're like, I think I need more of a basic. So remember, pick what's right for you. Everything here is about creating a challenge for your body. So if you can't create that challenge for yourself, it's going to be much more difficult to see any sort of gain. So I like to say the challenge is equal to your change, or the change is going to be equal to your challenge. Whatever you put in, right? If you put in a small amount of effort, you're going to get small change. But the greater amount of effort, the greater amount of consistency, the greater amount of change you will experience. Okay? Good internal, external rotations. Get those shoulders working here. Just things moving. Nice and tall. Good march here. Get those legs pumping. Blood flow going. Okay, good march. Okay, and today being an upper body day, our big focus is, right, one, the core, just like yesterday's workout. As we generate movement through the shoulders, we're going to try to brace and stabilize the core. Then two, shoulder blades should always be down and back. Okay, so as we create our pulling motions or our pushing motions, we want these, right, these shoulders to be set in place. Okay, in place, core tight, create your pull. Okay, as I pull, I don't want to be shrugging my shoulders up and forward. I also don't want to let them relax forward as I move. Okay, so shoulders down and back the whole time. Okay? All right, good leg swings, just letting that hip joint get lubricated here. Nice work. Remember, stay tall as we go through it. Okay, hip flexors. Remember, your back knee should be straight. Lock that back knee in place. Tuck your butt, right? So your butt's not hanging out behind you. Tuck that underneath, and that should open that hip and give you a nice stretch on the front side. Okay.
I guess there was a miscommunication. So that's probably my fault. So I'll take you off for the
Very good. Halfway through this one, then we will get set up. We start with those rows. Remember, you can lean against the wall, or you can use some resistance bands. Are fantastic. And if you happen to have weights at home, bent over rows work just fine, as long as you're still setting your shoulders in place.
3, 2, 1. Get ready to row.
6, 4, 3, 5, 7,
3, 2,
0,
1. Row.
Good. Remember, stay nice and tall. Core compressed, shoulder blades down and back.
Number,
Good. Core compressed, really tight. You always want to be holding that
That's halfway.
position really firm, right? Again, keep the shoulders behind your ears through the whole movement. So even as your arms go forward, don't let your shoulders roll forward with them, okay? You want
not coming this week.
to brace and pull.
3, 2,
Okay?
1.
Elbows down, back,
Transition
tight,
to
tight.
chest press.
Okay, chest press. So just a push, right? So if you want to do push-ups, you can do those. Push up on the wall or on the floor on your knees.
3,
You can do straight leg
2,
push-ups,
1. Chest press.
bands. But the whole thought process is, again, with your core compressed, you're keeping your shoulders locked in place. Pop the beach ball with your elbows. Okay, so I want to try to squeeze tight together. Okay, that's what's going to fire the pecs and make that work for
That's
you.
halfway.
And be able to get stronger through it. Good. Again, stay tall and tight through those positions. Right, your butt cheeks should be on, clenching the penny. Tight
3,
squeeze.
2, 1. Transition to biceps curl.
Good. Bicep curls. If you don't have a resistance band, that's fine. You can go wrist to wrist on this
3,
first one. Works
2,
really well.
1. Biceps curl.
Okay, so you're going to push down and pull up, right? So one's pushing down, the other's pulling up. Good, tight squeeze, firm compression. All the way through.
That's halfway.
Awesome work. Again, stay nice and tall. Shoulders down and back.
3, 2,
Good.
1. Transition to triceps overhead press.
Triceps. So if you don't have bands, again, just switch hands, right? Switch which one's on top. One's pulling up, the other one's pushing down.
3,
I want you to think
2,
crush a penny
1.
between
Triceps
those wrists.
overhead.
Okay. Good tight squeeze. Firm compression all the way through. Doing your best to maintain that compression.
That's halfway.
Good. So core tight. Brace. Squeeze those butt cheeks nice and tight. And straightening those elbows. Very good.
3, 2, 1. Transition to fly.
Awesome. Okay, get ready for the flies. Again, arms wide. Same thing as the chest press here. As you come forward, pop the beach ball, but keep
3,
those shoulders out
2,
of your jaw.
1. Fly.
It's not a shoulder. It's a shoulder. So shoulders out of those ears, down and back as far as you can get them. Then squeeze nice and tight.
That's halfway.
Your best all the way through. Very good. Nice work, Marsha.
3, 2, 1. Transition to pull apart.
You'll be ready for a massage.
When I first got up, I had it.
3, 2, 1. Pull apart.
Okay, good. Pull aparts. Remember, with pull aparts, the same holds true, right? As far as your shoulders. Pull those down and back, then squeeze apart. Okay? You're doing external rotations. Same
That's
thing.
halfway.
You don't want those shoulders rolled forward doing this. Actually, pull apart using your back. Pressing my elbows down, squeeze back. Elbows to the hips, then squeeze back.
3,
Good, tight
2.
squeeze.
1. Transition
Nice.
to hammer curl.
All right, hammer curls.
Three, 2, 1.
Here we go.
Hammer curls.
Okay, big difference between this and what we did earlier with the hands, right? We're switching the position of the hands, which means we're changing the position of the biceps head, right? So you use your muscle in a different way when your palms up compared to thumbs up, okay? Just
That's
changes
halfway.
how that muscle sits, okay? Good, tight squeeze. Again, do your absolute best all the way through. Hold that
3,
position.
2,
Hold that position.
1. Transition to tricep press down.
Good tricep press downs. Last one for round one.
3,
Why
2,
I'm thinking they're getting out
1.
easy.
Tricep press down.
Straight elbows. Stay nice and tall. Pressing through it. Good tight squeeze.
That's halfway.
Good. Again, doing your best. Your best.
3, 2, 1. Rest.
Awesome. Alright, very good work. So, as we get our break here, grab a drink, right? Round one is down. That should have been a really good kind of warm-up round. Get used to what we're doing. Now we're going to jump into rounds 2, 3, and 4, trying to increase our output or our effort just
That's
by a little
halfway.
bit. Okay. Now, if that means you're increasing your awareness of body position, I'll take that. Right? Think harder about where your shoulders are at in space, how you're compressing your core, and if you're compressing those glutes as hard as you possibly can. Okay. So if that's your focus,
3,
let that be your focus.
2, 1. Get ready to row.
Otherwise, more repetitions or more resistance. Okay, do your best
3,
all the way through.
2, 1. Row.
Good rows. Really tall shoulders down and back. Pull hard through it. Right? Do your best. Do your best.
That's halfway.
Awesome. Don't. Not at this time.
3, 2,
Awesome work. Good.
1. Transition to chest press.
Chest press. Set your shoulders first. Get them locked in place. Then prep for your push. Then create your push.
3,
Okay?
2,
Same thing if I was
1.
doing a push-up.
Chest press.
Okay? I want to set my shoulders. I don't want them going up to my ears as I go down, especially. Pretty easy to transition the shoulders as I try to come down and move, right? So we don't want mobility in the shoulder blades. We want stability in the shoulder blades.
That's
so we can
halfway.
have mobility in the shoulder joint. Tight squeeze, firm compression. Hold that core nice and tight. Squeeze those butt cheeks together, firm, firm, firm.
3, 2, 1. Transition to
Your
biceps
best.
curl.
Remember, nice bicep curls, nice and tall,
3,
more compressed.
2, 1. Biceps curl.
Your best. Good. Tall, tight, tall, tight. Again, if you're fighting against yourself, make that a really hard
That's
fight.
halfway.
Right? You're pushing down, you're straightening your elbow as hard as you can while you simultaneously squeeze the opposite arm. Right? You're trying to force each one to work against itself. Right? Crush the penny with the wrists.
3, 2,
Good.
1. Transition to triceps overhead press.
Awesome. Triceps up overhead. Your best to create
3,
quality
2,
movement.
1. Triceps overhead.
Again, push with a little more resistance. Get the band just a little bit tighter. But again, in order to have functional movement that we can use daily, we need to be thinking about how we're holding the butt, the belly, and the bra strap. Right? Shoulders down
That's
and
halfway.
back in place. Your best all the way through. Tight core compression. Tight, tight, tight. Think that belly wax coming
3,
for you.
2, 1.
Good firm
Transition to fly.
squeeze. Awesome. Get ready for the flies. Again, shoulders down and back as far as you can get them. Okay. Then squeeze
3,
to the center
2,
of your chest.
1.
Okay.
Fly.
Good. Your absolute best. Okay. That's what matters through this process. Okay. Do your best.
That's halfway.
Tight squeeze. Pop that beach ball with the elbows. Keeping those shoulders out of the ears. Don't want to shrug them up. Take those shoulders down and back. Then squeeze to the center of
3,
your chest.
2, 1.
Good.
Transition to pull apart.
All right, pull apart. Or you can do external rotations. Same thing as we've done every single exercise. Set and lock
3,
your shoulder blades
2,
down.
1. Pull apart.
To the ribs. Just something needs to be worked.
That's halfway.
Nice, nice, nice. Okay, continue to do your best all the way through. Squeeze firm. Good compression through that core. Think that belly wax coming for you. You should be nice
3,
and tight.
2, 1. Transition to hammer curl.
Okay, hammer curls. Thumbs up. Again, it's just a change of tendon position compared to where
3, 2,
that bicep
1.
goes. Okay.
Hammer curls.
Awesome. Good hammer curls. Stay tall. Anytime we're lifting with the biceps, right? We don't want the biceps or the resistance to pull us down. Right? We want to actually stay tall and lift the resistance to us.
That's halfway.
Right? So squeeze tight. Good firm compression. Hold that core. Firm, firm, firm. Again, it's all about your best. Working through it, try to get what you can.
3, 2, 1.
Awesome.
Transition to tricep press down.
All right, good work. Tricep press down. Last one of round 2. Okay. Finish strong. Do your best through it.
3, 2, 1. Tricep press down.
Here we go. Good compression through that core. Stay tall, tall, tall. No matter what, you can re-pinch those shoulders. So every time you make a movement, you should re-pinch the shoulders, re-squeeze the core,
That's
and
halfway.
hold the butt cheeks tight. Compress hard, hard. Okay, we call that a continual loop of thought processes. Butt cheeks tight, core compressed, shoulders down and back. Butt cheeks tight,
3,
core compressed,
2,
shoulders
1.
down and back.
Rest.
Good. This is the water break, so we are halfway done. 2 more rounds to go. I want your absolute best to get through those 2 rounds. Make sure you continue to think through the 3 points of posture, the butt, the belly, and the bra strap, so that way we can continue
That's halfway.
to move well.
Three, 2, 1. Get ready to row. Three, 2, 1. Row.
All right, good rows. Tight
That's
compression.
halfway.
Squeeze those shoulders. Okay, I know we're moving the arms, but the whole thought process is stable the shoulders. Okay, so if those aren't down and back hard, we're not doing it right. Okay, so you want to hold tight, compress firm, then
3,
pull those elbows
2,
back.
1.
Right?
Transition to chest press.
Good. Okay, get ready for the chest press. Rotate around. Squeeze nice and hard. And we pop that beach ball
3,
with the elbows.
2, 1. Chest press.
Tight, tight squeeze. Core compressed. Stay tall and tight through the movement. Okay, do your absolute best.
That's halfway.
Good squeeze, good squeeze.
Three, 2,
Good.
1. Transition to biceps curl.
Awesome. Okay, bicep curls.
Three, 2, 1. Biceps curl.
Good bicep curls. Again, squeezing tight
That's
through the butt,
halfway.
the belly, and the bra strap. Okay, halfway points are perfect points to recheck that. See how you did for half of the exercise. Recompress, re-squeeze, hold firm, all the way through.
3, 2, 1. Transition to triceps overhead press.
Good. Okay, here we go. Triceps overhead.
Three, 2, 1. Triceps overhead.
Good triceps overhead. Recompress that core. Shoulders out of the ears. Okay. Squeeze tight. Hold firm, firm, firm. All the way through.
That's halfway.
And tight squeeze. Go back to the shoulders, right? Out of the ears, as far as you can get them. Core compressed. Butt cheeks
3,
tight, locked
2,
in position.
1. Transition to fly.
Good. Okay, ready for the flies. Remember, as you squeeze to the center of the chest or you pop that beach ball, we want the shoulders to stay down and back. Don't want to
3,
reach forward.
2, 1.
Shoulders
fly.
down and back. As always, penny between the butt cheeks. You're crushing that penny, holding that core tight like you're about to get a belly whack, and then squeeze to the center of the chest.
That's halfway.
And my 13-year-old seems to think I need them all the time. Whack. Definitely walk around prepared.
3, 2, 1. Transition to
You
pull
never know when
apart.
it's coming. Pop out around the corner. Whack! There we go. Stay tall through that pull apart.
3,
Do
2,
not let those shoulders
1.
roll forward.
Pull apart.
Okay? Because mostly we don't want to train a position that we already struggle with, right? So most of us struggle with this position being rounded forward, right? We need to train ourselves to get up out of that position. So we're thinking that string pulls us up to the ceiling, straightens our spine.
That's
and then
halfway.
We pull those shoulders back behind the ears. Right? Squeeze that core. See? You make yourself taller. Inches, inches. Stretching it out. Okay, good tight
3,
squeezes.
2,
Awesome.
1. Transition to hammer curl.
Alright, hammer curls. Remember, it's just thumbs up position, right? So you can still go even without a towel, just hand to hand
Three.
combat.
2,
Fight
1.
yourself.
Hammer curls.
Okay, so one is pushing down, the other is pulling up. Again, we simply are changing the position from the first one that we did because the change of position creates a change in the bicep tendon. And so we're just working a different type of muscle here.
That's halfway.
Rest that core. Think that belly wax coming to get you. Butt cheeks tight. And shoulders down and back.
3, 2, 1. Transition to tricep press down.
Okay, some press downs. Last one of round 3. Look at that, we're almost done. Remember,
3,
as you straighten
2,
those elbows,
1.
we don't want the
Tricep press
shoulders
down.
to come forward. Okay? We want to hold those shoulders down and back, even if that means your hands stay in front of you, rather than thinking down to your sides. Okay? Hold those hands out front. Keep the shoulders down and back.
That's halfway.
Good, good, good. Almost there. Very good.
3,
Your best.
2, 1. Rest.
Good. Long rest. Long rest. Okay, grab a drink. We have one more round. Do your absolute best to finish strong. Okay, whatever you can give, give it. Okay, challenge. Big challenge equals big change. Okay.
That's halfway. Three, 2, 1. Get ready to row. Three, 2, 1. Row.
Here we go. Ready for those rows. Pulling hard. Shoulders down and back. Core compressed. Squeeze tight.
That's halfway. 3, 2, 1. Transition to
Awesome.
chest press.
Okay, here we go. Chest press. As you squeeze the chest press, pop the beach ball with your elbows.
3, 2, 1. Chest press.
Good tight squeeze, core compress, shoulders down and back. Firm, firm, firm compression. And we don't want the body to bend, especially if we do anything like a push-up against the wall or on the floor. We don't want that back to
That's
change,
halfway.
right? So that's where that tight core and butt cheeks come in handy, because then you'll push as a whole lever, right? Good, good, good.
3,
Core compress.
2,
Shoulders
1.
down and back.
Transition to biceps curl.
Good bicep curls, palm up, palm down. Right, drive those wrists against each other
3,
really, really hard.
2, 1.
Your best.
Biceps curl.
Good. Keep those shoulder blades down and back. Your best through it.
That's halfway.
Halfway through. Remember, stay tall and tight, tall and tight. Press that core.
3,
Squeeze shoulders.
2, 1. Transition to triceps overhead press.
Awesome.
You ready to work, Brenda?
Triceps overhead.
I'm ready to work.
3,
That's where we gotta get you
2,
mixed up.
1. Triceps overhead.
Tall, tight, core compress. Get those butt cheeks tight, tight, tight.
That's halfway.
Well, I mean, might as well make it 3.
I did not offer.
We'll come right over
Good.
3,
Tall, tall, tall.
2,
Core compress.
1. Transition to fly.
Good. Okay, flies. Remember, compress that core as you squeeze to your center. You should not be changing your back.
3,
The whole point is
2,
you compress that
1.
core, keep the shoulder
Fly.
blades down and back as much as possible.
That's halfway. Three,
Good,
2,
good, good.
1. Transition to pull apart.
Wrap this up.
3, 2, 1. Pull apart.
Good. Okay, pull apart. Remember, shoulder blades down and back. Set that core nice and tight. Then we create that squeeze. So external rotations again. Hold your shoulder blades, okay? Because it's real easy to just kind of stay in position. It's a different thing to actually set
That's
those
halfway.
shoulders and pull down and back. Okay, core compressed, firm, firm, firm.
I guess you need coffee.
Thanks. Good, good, good. Stay tall and tight.
3, 2, 1.
Good.
Transition to hammer curl.
Okay, hammer curls. Remember, thumbs up. Okay, we're just changing the position of that biceps tendon from our earlier one. Make sure you keep that core
3,
compressed. We
2,
don't want the
1. Hammer curls.
we don't want the pressure of that lift, right, to transition into the shoulders and roll us forward. Okay, so anytime we go to lift something, we want to be in that tall posture and actually do that with the biceps. So that's what we're going to work here. Continue to keep those thumbs up. Pull hard.
That's halfway.
Okay, halfway again. Perfect time to squeeze the butt, the belly, and the bra strap, right? Get your core tight. Squeeze firm all the way through. Okay, do your best. Finish strong. Finish strong.
3, 2, 1.
Awesome.
Transition to tricep press down.
Okay. Tricep press downs. Last one. Then we're done for the day.
3, 2, 1. Tricep press down.
Okay. Set those shoulders down and back. Keep it. Okay, if you don't feel this through your lats going down your back here, you're not doing it right. Okay? You're just so focused on trying to straighten your arms, your shoulders are getting out of position. So again, stabilize first.
That's
then
halfway.
create that tricep extension. Firm, firm, squeeze. Butt cheeks together, crush that penny. Tight, tight, tight. Hold your position tight. All the way through, doing your best.
3, 2, 1. Way to be rock stars.
All right, very good work, everyone. Remember, if you have not yet, do hit the little subscribe button down below. We will be making sure we help you keep moving every single day, okay? Monday through Friday, 9 o'clock Central. We will provide this completely free of charge for you. So make sure you join. Easier at the live time, obviously, to ask questions. We can answer those questions for you as we go through. And if you are doing fine and just need to get through the workout, feel free to do that as well anytime that you need, okay? We will be jumping back into the self-massage work because everything we do here is trying to posture and balance your body. So if the tent rope pulls real tight one direction, that means we've got a weakness on the other side. So we're going to loosen those tight muscles and strengthen the weak muscles so we can start bringing your posture back up into the appropriate position. Okay, so do that work. Make sure you get it done. Tomorrow we'll be doing our leg day, so be sure to join for that. We are here to help you move well so you live well.
Typically, runners who experience shin splints have overused the stabilizing muscles of the ankle as well as the dorsiflexion of the foot. The space between the tibia and the fibula has a sheath wrapped around it called the periosteum. Is rubbed raw, creating inflammation and tension on the shin bone. The muscles lining the anterior portion of the shin is the tibialis anterior, extensor digitorum longus, and extensor hallucis longus. Sitting on a chair in a figure 4 position, locate the edge of the tibia near the thick muscle tissue. To find the tissue we're working on, push the fingers to the edge of the tibia and drop directly into the muscle tissue. Then squeeze into the bone. Move up and down the shin vigorously. After 30 to 40 seconds working in that position, we will work the opposite side of the tibia with the thumbs. Press the fingers into the soft tissue on the opposite side of the shin. Drag the thumbs up and down vigorously for 30 to 40 seconds. Ensure you work all the way from the top to the bottom of the shin. If your fingers have a hard time tolerating the pressure, you can utilize a lacrosse ball. Holding the lacrosse ball cupped in your hand, press into the muscle tissue directly beside the tibia, working your way all the way from the top of the tibia down towards the ankle. Remember to use strong pressure directly near the bone. Continue the same kind of work on the inside portion of the tibia. Here, you can use pressure from your palm pressing into the muscle tissue while your other hand cups the ball, allowing you to create the up and down motion. Another way to work the anterior tibialis is by sitting sideways on a foam roller and leaning forward, putting pressure down into the foam roller. Obviously, this takes some balance and coordination in order to keep the pressure on the foam roller. In this position, flex the foot and relax, making sure you squeeze the anterior tibialis. Once complete with the foam roller, in the same position, utilize the lacrosse ball, creating a more pinpointed pressure on the muscle. Work your way up and down the muscle tissue right beside the shin.
In any type of advertisement out in the public at all? And
Yeah, usually we try to, like,